Now, what is interesting is that you build community professionally. So it's communities are your business. How do you navigate your personal need for community? I mean, how much space is there still for communities that are really not business, or is it blurring, the boundaries maybe? How is it for you?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. While I was working for corporates, it was like a bit, I didn't have so much boundaries because I was into tech. I was building tech developer communities, and my friends, my close circle was in the communities because we are like-minded, we are friends. And then that's why there wasn't any boundary. But it wasn't the best, experience for me, because when you don't have any boundary between your personal life and work, like all the people, like at the same, it's a bit interesting lifestyle. I mean, it's not so bad, but like there's no break kind of. So, but now it kind of changed. Now I mostly like, I mostly hang out with friends like who are founders, but in different industries. Yeah. So like we help each other a lot with this thing. And also like, I mean, when I think about what I'm doing, like when I'm not working, when I'm not building a strategy for business, I mostly hang out with like same people. I have like, I know a lot of people, but I have just a couple of friends that I hang out with mostly. When my friends are watching this, they're going to say no. They're going to say, no, it's not true.
We need this robot. We need the robot.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, in my mind, yeah. I feel like I always hang out with same people. Might be a little bit too much. But I feel like there are just a couple of people that I hang out. So that's what I feel.
It's perception, actually. Right? Yeah. It's what your feelings are relevant, of course.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I see the emotion, which is very beautiful as well.
So funny, yeah.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, community overwhelm is a term that just came up in my mind, because personally I know that as soon as I engage somewhere these days, there's a community, right? And I personally, as a community member or a client or whatever, I can not keep up with all the communities. How does that feel at the other end when have you ever struggled to create engagement in a community that you're building professionally? And if so, how are you navigating that?
Basically, I mean, of course, it's not the easiest thing ever. It's a little bit complicated, especially like, of course, I'm a little bit extroverted, but also I have an introverted side too, because, I'm a developer inside, like in that. So I can be like, so basically, when I think about like some moments, I talk with a lot of people, especially like after the events, like during the events, like I talk a lot of people after the events. People are reaching out to me. They're asking questions. Of course, like it's overwhelming. It's draining sometimes. That's why I am trying to like navigate myself to find like people. I mean, I think it's the naturally like happened. Now I sense that some people just want to talk with me for like maybe a couple of days, not a long-term project, just for, like this person is like, building communities. We might do something in the future, or she's popular, so probably she's going to these events, so we can go. Like I have these things so much. But at the same time, some people are like, oh yeah, we can build something together, something impactful, instead of just, just kind of 1 week thing or 2-3 days, just texting or mailing each other and no value. So that's why I'm trying to focus on those relationships after the events, after building communities. And during like, for example, when I'm building a new community, of course, I feel like, okay, now I need to set my boundaries and also understand that like this is a business thing. This is not personal thing. If people are gonna bond, it's my success. If not, it's not my success kind of perspective. Instead of this, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the vibe of the community. This is our goals and this is what I want to achieve. But if it doesn't work, it's okay. Like, but mostly it works because people need a connection. People are looking for like real, authentic connections. that's why it mostly works. But from my side, personally, yeah, I feel mostly drained. That's why I'm trying to find people whom I can build together, build an impactful things together, you know, not just, you know, just a chat or like something, just surface level. I don't like these things. Yeah. I like deeper level relationships with people. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, so relevant. Again, as we said before, right, in today's times, probably even more after all we've been through also with COVID and so on, and the isolations that have happened and keep building at times as technology advances. Yeah, nice. Now back to the robot, because I really liked that. I don't know if you still want a robot friend or is that, but if we go back to the past, can you remember what you would have liked, or what was the vision for this friend that you wanted one? Was it purely technical, or did you see, or would you see robots as, I mean, in what way would that be a nice friendship, knowing how you value depth also in connections, you know?
Basically, I was trying to build a humanoid who can understand me better. Like, because I have friends, I have people around me, and of course, I have parents, siblings, like they all listen to me, they all trying to understand me. But I believe that we need a system to be understood well. Like we need like some kind of machine which can store the whole data, which can see the whole patterns, and then see why you feel like this, why you should feel like this, why you should just do something, you know, something that can just, you know, some kind of algorithm helps you to move forward. I think we need something like that. Now, like, of course, like there are a lot of updates on the LLM side, AI side, and also like the AI agents that we are also developing in my company. Like these are all like so exciting. But at the same time, I think in the future, we're gonna expose ourselves more than ever, especially for our human needs, like psychological needs, because I think we all want to see the patterns like between our thoughts. I mean, I want it. I don't know if you want it or not, but I would prefer to see, like, for example, because, for example, my life after the events, mostly I feel super gratitude, appreciated, like, you know, feeling awesome, like, wow, like so many people energized and also at the same time exhausted and stuff. And the next day, I feel a little bit empty because, you know, yesterday was like so good, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. And today is just a normal day. Like nothing happened yesterday and life is going. So, you know, the magic of the events, magic of the gathering, it's just, you know, that moment basically. But this is the thing that I feel all the time. And, you know, just when I just even save this data, why I feel like this, you know, all the time, I'm like, okay, because I'm having a lot of conversations with people like during that time. And then, you know, talking about it, we are building the connections, and then we are not talking anymore. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's a pattern actually, some kind of, so I can understand that. Or like, you know, after the calls with the clients, if they don't sign the, you know, contract right after, I'm like, wow, am I doing right? Or like, what did I do wrong? But like, you know, and it's actually not about them. Like sometimes it's just because not the right time. Sometimes like the budget is a bit high for them. Like there are a lot of like reasons. So basically we need some kind of system to understand people. And it's just my life. My life is a bit more complicated, maybe for a person like who is 70 years old or like 60 years old, because those people are just having a little bit more stable life. They don't have like these kinds of, you know, unexpected situations. Even they need to feel heard and seen. So yeah, we need that. Yeah.